Here is the English translation. The man with the slick-back hair nodded slightly and said gently, "Thank you for your cooperation. We'll be on our way." Zhang Yuanqing hurriedly asked, "May I ask about Lei Yibing's situation?" This was both out of genuine concern and to around the lie. Not asking about his missing best friend's situation would be too suspicious. The man patiently answered. Lei Yibing went missing from his dorm. There was no footage of him leaving on the corridor camera. According to a roommate, he saw Lei Yibing still sleeping in his bed when he got up to use the bathroom that night. But he was gone in the morning. 24 hours later, unable to contact him, their counselor notified the school and the school immediately called the police. For more details, you'll have to call the local public security bureau. This was the same as what Uncle Lei said. It seemed the local authorities had made no progress. Or this guy didn't want to tell me. Zhang Yuanqing nodded. I see. As the man with the slick-back hair walked to the door with his two subordinates, he stopped halfway and turned around. If you have any clues, you must notify us immediately. Do not conceal anything from us. Just as Zhang Yuanqing was about to nod, the man added meaningfully with a smile. Otherwise, the next one to disappear could be you. I'll be the next to disappear? What did he mean by that? Threatening me? Make me vanish like Brother Bing if I don't hand over the card? Speaking of which, what was up with that card disappearing out of thin air? Can't hand over what I don't have. Thanks for the reminder. He smiled back without mirth. Anyway, wait till cousin gets home before doing anything. Brother Bing definitely wouldn't want the card to fall into the hands of the authorities, or he wouldn't have mailed it to him. Moreover, as best buddies and childhood friends, he believed Brother Bing wouldn't scam him. Granny's face darkened beside them as she said coldly, "I'll not see you out." How dare this man curse her grandson? The man smiled, took out a name card from his left pocket and handed it over. "Contact me anytime if needed." After Zhang Yuanqing accepted it, the man left with his two subordinates. How did Yibing go missing? Sigh, I'll go see Yibing's mum when I'm free. After they were gone, Granny worriedly said. The two families used to be neighbors. They saw each other every day for over a decade, so there was some affection. Zhang Yuanqing said wearily. Granny, I didn't sleep well last night. I'll go rest in my room first. Don't call me if I'm not up by noon. When Grandpa's home, tell him about this and ask him to contact Uncle Lei. He was up late playing with Auntie till 2 to 3 a.m. last night. This morning he was woken by his recurring condition and was already short on sleep. After forcing his brain to search for Brother Bing and the black card, he was exhausted and his head spun. After Granny nodded, Zhang Yuanqing returned to his room. He closed the door, stepped out of his shoes by hooking the heels together, then dove into bed and was out like a light. Inside a black business car, Li Dongzi sat in a leather seat, a golden-handled cane leaning against his chair. He held a wine glass in his palm, swirling the crimson liquid. Guaya, did you find anything in the room just now? He turned his head to look at the mixed-race beauty in the next seat. Guaya languidly leaned into her seat, legs pressed tightly together. She said gravely with knitted brows. Major discoveries. Speak. Li Dongzi said solemnly. The geeky man in the back also looked up from his phone. Guaya said seriously. That kid is into mature black stockings beauties. His learning materials are full of them, yet his trash bin is suspiciously clean. This is illogical. He has a wide social circle, all kinds of groups, but only active in gaming and LSP groups. Other groups have message blocking turned on. Aside from his game console, there are no entertainment items in his room. This kid is actually quite a loner. Oh right, Chief, you know what LSP stands for, right? The mixed-race beauty made a gesture for masturbation with a smile. Her two companions were stunned into silence. Li Dongzi quickly raised his hand to stop her and said angrily, "Oh my God, I really want to kick your butt hard with my boots. I'm talking serious business and you're spewing this nonsense. I've told you many times, no horsing around, no dirty jokes. This habit of yours is really bad, so unrefined." The long-legged beauty was completely unfazed by her boss's anger. She laughed. "Don't be such a wet blanket. Appropriate jokes lighten up the atmosphere." She slowly wiped the smile off her face and said, "I didn't find anything suspicious on his computer, but under the potted plant on the windowsill, there was a letter Lei Yibing sent him. Lei Yibing did send him something, likely the roll card, but not sure which occupation." Li Dongzi was silent for a few seconds, then closed his eyes to rest them. "Come by again tomorrow." If he hasn't disappeared, that is.